morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind. We're going to shout out to Youth Build Academy right there. San Bernardino, Miss D. Goins, thank you for the amazing leadership you do for students and people that have timed out of school to get their high school diplomas. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens, each and every morning, Monday through Friday. God say so willing, so fit that I get you. You bless me to wake up, I get to present something to encourage, motivate, inspire, get you on track toward what you want in your life. And today, I have on my main man, Mr. Kelton, Boss I Quit Alexander. What we're going to talk about is that mental toughness. Everybody woke up on, went to bed 23 to come to 2024 with, I want more. I'm going to have more in 2024. We all said it, right? It's a great hashtag. It's a great feeling. Man, more in 24, more in 24, more in 24. Yeah. What about the work? What about the commitment? What about the focus? What about, overcoming adversity that we face? A lot of people have already faced that hard hit already, and the goal is already gone, or the commitment is already gone. So today, I think it's important and responsible that we talk about mental toughness. We want to get right into the meat of the matter, and just to get us going, some of that amazing motivation to get you to see that it's going to take a toughness that maybe we haven't applied before to get some things that we want that we haven't had. More in 24, what about that work? You know my quote, apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. Stand by.
Mental toughness is a lot different than motivation. Because if I said right now, everybody in here, we're all going to run a half marathon in 5 days. All of us. And we all going, yeah, we're getting fired up. I said, yeah, we're going to start tomorrow at 5 a.m. And everyone's hugging each other. Yes, 5 a.m. We leave. 5 a.m. comes. It's dark. It's cold. Our bed is comfortable. It's hard to get motivated at 5 in the morning. And maybe you do it one day. But again and again, you'd go do it again and again. That is the X-ray vision. It's seeing through your broken bones to get to your goal. You have to train your brain by doing things that make you uncomfortable consistently to build this mindset that when things get hard, which they will be, we don't shy away, we don't quit, we attack. I'm seeing through all those walls. I'm getting to where I want to go.
You see, I've learned everybody on the face of this planet, they want something. Everybody that comes into this world, they want something. Everybody wants greatness. Everybody wants excellence. But the question is, what are you willing to go through in order to get it? What type of dedication? What type of commitment? What type of sacrifice?
I tell people all the time, if this is not your vision, if you don't see this as part of your real contribution, if it doesn't make you fully alive and express, and it's your real goals, bail. Quit sooner than later. But if you know it's right for you, then resilience is everything. The ability to be resilient toward your dreams, to keep marching on, win the struggle, the trial, the chaos, the frustration, the hurt, the anger, the disappointment, the shame, the regret, the embarrassment. When all that is there and you keep marching on, you know you'll be a successful person. It's the ability to be optimistic enough to know this too shall pass. This time shall change. I will find a way. I will honor my truth and keep pursuing my dreams. Thick and thin, storm or night, I will maintain my march.
Mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of going up against the number one team. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it.
I hope that you understand that every single person that you look at, every single person that you admire, every single person that you aspire to be like is literally just a regular human fucking being like you that has worked their motherfucking ass off.
Now, it's going to be hard. Understand that. It's going to be very hard. But you ain't got nothing else to do. Because let me tell you something about being not successful. Being not successful, that's really hard. So you might as well apply yourself to something that has a benefit. And what some of you doing wrong, you play the game, but you're not the game. You play football, but you're not football. You got to go all in. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different.
That is something that is built and ingrained into a successful person, not because they were lucky with it, not because they grew up with it, because they developed it. By doing it once, they did it again, they did it again, they did it again. The more bold and courageous you are, the more bold and courageous you'll be in the future. The more confident you are today, the more confident you'll be in the future. The more you overcome yesterday's struggles today, the more you'll be able to overcome the bigger struggles tomorrow. Never forget these things. Keep marching, my friend.
I like to say greetings, no matter where you may be in the world tuned in to this webinar. This is Kelton, Gazelle, Boss I Quit, Alexander, and you are in the Situation Room. So today we want to talk about mental toughness. How many of you know that mental toughness is very important to God? Here's what he said in his word in 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verses 12. If there be first a willing mind, it is accepted according to what one has and not according to what he does not have. A willing mind. So today, the major problem is the lack of mental toughness. Here's a question. Do you feel like life has been trying to push you around lately? Well, the truth is that many people now feel that way. And more than ever before, there's a need to fight back in the game of life and place a high priority on our mental health. Would you agree with that? So this is the beginning of a series of webinars on the art of mental toughness. And there are 177 mental toughness secrets that we're going to discuss. And we're going to use these secrets to overcome any challenge that faces us because we are calm, cool, collected, calculated, and we think systemically, methodically, and by patterns designed by God to accomplish greatness.
Damn. Just like
Shut
that.
up, my man. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get right into it. Let's get right on into it.
We ain't playing. Let's go, baby.
We're not going to play with them at all. Mental toughness, mental toughness, mental toughness. I'm glad about that this morning. When you hit me on the shoulder, you said, let's continue with this mental toughness.
Come on.
Especially clearing out 2023 with plans and preparations and all the excitement. Man, it's going to be the year. And such a 2024, more than 24.
Right.
The chant, everybody's got to sign up, but then the snooze button, or the problem, or, boom, flat tire right out of the gate.
Right out the gate.
Some adversity myself. Let's get on to it. Mental toughness. Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Look, man, I am very, very excited to be connected with you in 2024. My man, bruh, here's the thing, man. Leaders who live according to their dreams, KeJohnna, have a huge problem. You know what that problem is, KeJohnna? Dreams cost a lot more money than 24 hours a day, 7 days a week can generate. I'm going to say that again. Let me put it a different way. No matter what happened in 2024, is there still consumer debt? Is there still legal debt? Is there still medical debt? Is there still student loan debt? Is there still a problem of not being able to stop applying physical labor for money because we never learned the rules of money to make it work for us, also known as financial illiteracy? Is that still a problem in 2024? Is there a problem that instead of pursuing business, leadership, team building, and financial education, we still pursuing merely academic and occupational education and following the wrong systems? See, even if you never slept, KeJohnna, the maximum amount of hours that we can earn on is only 168 a week. And so because time is limited, as leaders, we have to know how to buy time. Well, how do we do that? See, I spend a lot of time alone right now, KeJohnna, out in the field, making things happen. And so I came across this book that I'm going to share some nuggets from today. And it's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. And the author's name, his name is Shad Helmstetter. And when I told other leaders that I'm reading this book, they all was happy for me. So because time is limited and leaders have to know how to buy time by building teams of leaders and bring them together and lead them to the victory they want in their lives. Today, I want to share with the audience today how to create positive change that lasts. How to create positive change that lasts. Now, think about this for a second. What are some of the things you would like to accomplish or achieve in your life, or that you would like to change about your life right now? Your objective could be earn more income in 2024, have a better family life in 2024, improve your skills, do better in school, do better at work, anything at all. So let's do a roll call real quick, KeJohnna. Let's call out all those people that made what we call self-improvements that they decided to do in 2024. I'm going to take a couple of minutes to call everybody out and bring everybody on in. Number one, what? Believe in yourself. Keep your priorities straight. Take responsibility for yourself more. Create your own future more. Meditate daily more. Practice mindfulness more. Focus on what you want more. You are what you attract more. Learn to visualize the outcome of your goals more. Never let anyone control your destiny for you more. Be creative more. Think big more. Control stress more. Be aggressive and assertive more. Think positive more. Chart your own course more. Set specific goals and review them often more. Spend some time each day improving your mind more. Review your results and readjust as necessary more. Be tolerant more. Do everything with love and don't hate more. Have courage more. Be honest more. Work hard more. Believe money is good and it will come to you more. Have faith more. If you agree to do it, enjoy it more. Be strong more. Manage your time more. Dress right more. Learn to sell yourself more. Take time off more. Believe in a higher self more. Eat right more. Live prudently more. Seek the aids of others who are in sympathy with your goals more. Give assistance to others more. Keep motivated more. Be optimistic more. Trust others and be worthy of trust more. Recognize that success is more than money more. Be kind more. See the big picture more. Take care of the details more. Get organized more. Don't procrastinate more. Stay in control more. Keep fit more. See problems as opportunities more. Learn everything you can about your job, your career, your ministry, your profession more. Don't be afraid of success more. Be generous to others more. Believe in God more. Reach a little higher than you thought you could more. Set your sights more. Take action more. Never give up more. Be more in 24. I think that's pretty much all of the be mores that we can attract to this podcast right now. So here's the thing. That roll call of self-improvement suggests that here's the keys to success. And if we follow these rules, we should create positive change. And by doing that, we'll become more successful. However, here's what the book taught me, KeJohnna. He said, whatever means you choose to make these changes, unless you first begin to change your old programming, the years of conditioning that kept you doing it the old way, the likely outcome is that what you want to accomplish will not work. You can do all the work you want to, but unless you renew your mind, it will not work or will not last. But guess what else I found out, KeJohnna? He said there are two fundamental problems that we have to fix in order for these changes to work, or for these changes we want to become permanent changes. The first problem is, think about this, KeJohnna, we don't know how to rewire our brains. In other words, we don't know how, or we haven't placed an immediate priority on renewing our minds. Think about how important this is to God. In Romans 12:2, he said, and do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by what? The renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. In 2 Corinthians 8:12, he said, for if there's first a willing mind, it is accepted according to what one has and not according to what he does not have. And in Proverbs 23:7, he said, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Now, KeJohnna, the second problem is that we haven't discovered the 3 essential ingredients that will ensure that the ideas that we have to be more of, that roll call I just listed, will become a permanent part of us until today. Somebody say until today.
Until today. Go on and share that with us, sir. Man, we got to hear this.
All right, KeJohnna, watch this. You know what it's called? It's called the brain's neuroplasticity, meaning the understanding that the brain has an ability to rewire itself throughout our entire lifetimes, which means the operating in the knowledge that it takes a vital change in the programming that we accept from others, that we accept from certain societies, meaning the people that we hang out with, work with, and listen to. But more importantly, what we say when we talk to ourselves, KeJohnna. Now, when we are going to apply the understanding of this during the first quarter of 2024, we're going to change some people's lives, dude. I mean, we're going to do this in very simple and dedicated ways, because what I love about my partner, KeJohnna, is that every day, period, at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, he is blessing the world on this podcast. And we're going to take this podcast to a whole different dimension so that the unfulfilled promise at the end of our success journeys can at last be realized, because it's time for breakthrough. So let's get it in as I close with these 3 essential ingredients that it's going to take to make what y'all have resolved to do happen. Watch this, KeJohnna. The first ingredient is this. In order to work and keep working, the things we have resolved to do, the new idea or the messages, have to become physically wired into our brains. Why? Because unless the new messages or directions or resolutions or be more, whatever it is, unless those things are actually wired into our brain's system of operation, even the best ideas will only work temporarily. That leads us to the second ingredient. The second ingredient for creating lasting, positive mental changes is this. We have to understand how our brains get wired and the role we play in the wiring process. Why? Because an understanding of how our brain gets programmed puts us in direct control of the process of creating the change and making it last. And the third ingredient for creating positive personal change, which always begins with mental change, is operating by a new word for word set of directions. I'm going to say that again. Operating by a new word for word set of directions, daily method of operation, as you like to call it, KeJohnna, new programming to our conscious mind. Well, what is the conscious mind? The conscious mind is that part of our brains, the thoughts and feelings that a person is aware of having at any one time. See, some memories come easily to the conscious mind. Now, there's the subconscious mind. What is that? That's the part of your mind that notices and remembers information when you are not actively trying to do it. And it influences your behavior even though you do not realize it, because some thoughts remain deep in the subconscious mind and are rarely accessed. But guess what? 77% of those thoughts are negative, KeJohnna, negative programming. So we must attack what we resolve to do by means of a specific programming vocabulary. The words that are coming out of our mouths every day on this Grindology podcast, the words that we deliver to your emails, the words that we send you in smartphone text, the words that you see on our social media posts, that are worded in a specific way that anyone can use at any time. See, we talk to y'all like 5-year-olds because that's how we retain understanding, so that we can replace this old negative programming with positive new directions. And in closing, what this all boils down to is this, which we will broadcast on Wednesday with KeJohnna's blessing. The only solution that includes all 3 of these essential ingredients that will create lasting change in the brain is self-talk, which is the practice of consciously and actively, let me say that again, consciously and actively rewiring your brain with new pictures of yourself, which is the ingredient that rewires your brain and changes your future. How you see yourself. The Bible says the end of a thing is better than the beginning. How is it that KeJohnna can get up every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning looking like the CEO that he is, looking like the millionaire and billionaire that he is? Because he sees himself that way all the time. But bear in mind, as I close, as you do this, it is essential to program in the right new self-talk. Because whatever you put in your mind one way or another is what you will get back out one way or another. Like we always say at this time, I see at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And like we always do at this time, swoosh, and I'm out.
Man, you are the man. You are the man. I got to do a thing here that we do on the show, a breakthrough thought. I'm a Raider fan, right? So, you know, I go through adversity. I go through adversity year after year after year after year. But here's the deal. I stay committed to the commitment. What you brought to the table today is a real breakthrough thought. I want you out there to think about.
Is it in our book, The 7 Keys to Success?
Hey, start now, use what you have, control what you know, complete what you start, execute your plan, share your success, and stand for something. Those are just practical principles for personal achievement, right? But you said attack the mind with positivity. So stand by as we have what I call a breakthrough thought. You ever had one of those breakthrough thoughts? Well, here's one. How do you talk to yourself? We talk to ourselves in ways that nobody could talk. That'd be a fight. That would be a fight. I mean, you wouldn't be friends anymore. The family scenario is ended. So how do we talk to ourselves in that way? You know, and why do we talk to ourselves that way? I know I talk to myself in a way in the mirror that says, man, you got to get this together. And that's honest. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, what Kelton just talked about was attack the mind with positivity. So what about, you know, I'm on it. You're on it. You're on it. Be on it. Be okay with it. Embrace the process. I'm reading a book right now as we talk about thought, the power of focus. You're talking to readers. You know, when you read, man, readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers, but all readers may not be leaders. But when you put yourself in position to be around other people that believe in themselves, it's something about people that believe in themselves. They believe in others. They just do. They just do. And that's why you get around people sometimes where you have a concept, an idea of something you want to do in your life, and you share it with those that have a closed mindset. They're feeding themselves not positive information. They're looking at the news, they're looking at the world, they're looking at all of these scenarios of situations, while you in turn are looking at solutions. And when you talk to readers, that's what readers are about, solutions. So that positive mindset, feed yourself. It's 2024. Do some of that change, that personal development part. I believe in the trainings and the readings and my whole process of anything that I've been a part. Everything that I've tried to do, if I hadn't personally developed some skills or some understanding to maintain, reach, attain, and then most importantly, sustain that which I meant to drive myself towards some goals, my personal development has got to be more deep than whatever the goal is. If you're looking at it, could be a monetary. So you got that money together, but you never really knew how to control banking. See, the personal development, the internal development. Some way you won the lottery and look at the lottery winners. I think one of the stats is that 80 to 60% of some of them are broke again within 10 years or so. But check that. I'm not factual on that, but we know that people that get those quick bursts, if they haven't personally developed enough, they can't sustain it So feed yourself some positivity. Get in those books. And what we do on this show right here is just motivate, inspire to get up, get going into your day. Absolutely an amazing way to feed yourself what you want and overcome that mental despair, frustration, all those other things. And like Mr. Alexander just talked about, that was a litany of things that you could want more of. Let's get on to it. You want to put your information out and allow us to promote your business, what you do? Well, that's exactly what we do. This podcast is built to motivate, inspire, educate, not so much entertaining. We're about information. So if you want to put your information out there and you want to do something for your life, and we want to most definitely help. And we're going to take a quick break and talk about a few of the people that have been very, very supportive of what we've been doing, where we're going. And that's the blueprint to success, connecting the dots with other people. So stand by.
Hello, this is Rich Wallace with the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, inviting you out to our 4th annual gala dinner at the San Bernardino International Airport on January 13th. Come out, have a good time, and see the awardees.
Back into it, I just want to send a quick shout out to the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. Here we operate with the Pomona Valley chapter. It's been an amazing relationship. 2024, we're going to do some amazing things. Shout out to Mr. Rich Wallace for 16 chapters from the desert to the sea. We're going to do a show about that. But Kelton, as we close out today, information on how people could reach you. And if you would, a word about mental toughness and why it's so important to you. I know this is a 30-minute show. We've been getting emails, take it to an hour. A little extended, but take a second, a moment to share why mental toughness is so important for this chant. Because I'm messing with people about it. More than 24. More than 24. Yeah, but what about the work?
Right. You know what, man? Right now, a lot of people don't realize this, but there is a war going on right now. And the war is between average and world class, right? See, if you look up the word average, you'll see typical, ordinary, common, neither very good nor very bad, mediocre, fair, ordinary, moderate. But here's the question. Is that what you want? Think about this, KeJohnna, because you brought up some books and you're an author. The average worker reads an average of less than 1 book a year and works an average of 37.5 hours a week. But this same person makes 319 times less money than the top CEOs in the United States who claim to read more than 60 books a year. See, God says, I know your works, that you're neither cold nor hot. I wish that you were more than lukewarm and neither cold nor hot. And see, in Ephesians 3:20, he said, I'm able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us in our mind. So mental toughness is important because everything starts with how you think, and average is a failing formula because average never yields anything more than average and usually much less than that. So we got a bunch of average thinkers doing average things that are not preventing us from the misery and the great distress and the discomfort and the disillusionment and the despair and the doubts and the disappointments that the world is trying to feed us right now. But the good news is that there is no shortage of success, no limitations. And guess what? All we got to do is break out of average. So that is why, one of the reasons why mental toughness is so important, because we need to break out of average. Now, the way that you can reach me is right here every morning, right here on the Grindology101 Podcast. I may not be speaking, but I'll be tuned in and I will be chiming in the comments section. And I'll put my information there in the comments section because me and Mr. KeJohnna Owens, we partners with this. We about to do some big explosive things in 2024. My email address is KELTON Alexander@gmail.com. Email me, or you can call me at 909-541-1634.
As we get on out of here there, sir.
Yeah, let's get on out of here, bro, because we got a lot of work to do today. I'm going to be in the field today, making things happen, be in contact with you throughout the day. And let's go, man. We got a lot of, we in attack mode.
Attack mode 2024. Do more in 24.
Yeah, watch us. Just watch us.
They say be more in
just
24. Watch us.
Mm-hmm.
We see you on the other side. God bless everybody. Do the work, man. Stay tough. Stay on the grind. Make it happen. Don't let your dreams fall already on the second day of the year. Go ahead and make it happen. And we will see you on that other side. Have a great day. An amazing day, in fact. On purpose.